Hi there, this video is about the still point within. So one of the things I like to speak about the most when I'm teaching yoga is about how Drew Yoga in particular has got this focus on the heart and being able to hear what's actually going on in the heart and its signs and signals, if you like, on a deeper level. So in a normal average day, what tends to happen is the mind becomes very cluttered, so there tends to be lots of narrative, lots of chatter going on, different memories, things that have happened, direct feedback from organs in the moment telling you what they want, so different trains of thought in your mind relate to different organs in the body. So if you're a little bit stressed, you tend to get like an incessant amount of chatter with different aspects of you asking for different things. And when we teach a Drew Yoga class, it has this capacity, or I have found, to take you beyond those different levels of narrative and chatter to find the parts of you that are most essential and most important. And we think of that as being the voice of the heart. So they say that the voice of the heart has actually got the quietest whisper out of any of the different voices you hear in your head. So by doing the yoga practice, it facilitates a state of turning down the volume, if you like, on some of those other trains of thought so you can hear come to the surface what the heart is trying to tell you. And this is really important because then what happens in our life is we start to navigate from within. So maybe perhaps when we're younger, we can get in states of mind where we tend to navigate our life through the opinions and value judgments that maybe other people have put on things, and we weigh things up perhaps intellectually that this is meant to be good, that's meant to be good, and it might not necessarily be what your own heart is telling you. And so while we're practicing yoga, what's actually happening is we're reducing the discordance and stress that's going on in the different organs to enable that heart voice to come back to the surface. So by stretching the connective tissue in the various postures, it tonifies and relaxes the other organs, and it kind of turns down the volume. So you find, particularly when you get to the end relaxation, that inner voice of the heart, becomes much more apparent. And it's also good to remember that when your mind is very full, your connection to your senses tends to be a lot less. Just think about that for a moment. Sometimes your mind feels so full of different things that you can't actually be conscious of what's going on around you sometimes. But it's not just what's going on around you, what's going on also inside you. So when you've got a kind of sensory block going on, it's the voices from outside and the voices from inside that become obstructed. And that's why it's really important that you get within your week a period of time where you kind of dispersing some of that chatter and getting back to what's essential for you. And if you have a weekly practice, then, ideally even more often than that, it means you'll be constantly coming back and hearing that voice of your internal navigator telling you what you need in your life. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.